Welcome to Four Corners of the Galley. I'm Coach PBO, and you're joining me on Basic Fantasy Football Advice. That's right, folks. You're going to join me every week. We're going to give you all the advice you need to win your fantasy football league. When you stick with the coach, you know you're going to get the right stuff. All right, folks. Each week, we're going to break down all the top players in each position at quarterback, wide receiver, and tight end. Are you wondering why only those positions? Well, if you want a kicker, this is not what you're looking for. This is fantasy football. You don't win championships off of kickers. You want a kicker? Go pick a name. Something crazy. Zerline, Tucker, Gazkowski, Varetti. You know, one of those wild names. You pick them. Don't worry. It'll work. You got it. That's how we do it. And if you're looking for a defense, man, go get a board, get a dart, throw a dart at the board. I'll show you in a second how it works. I'll show you right now. This is how you pick defense. Let's kick it over defenses. All right, guys. So this is how you pick defense in the fantasy world. This is not like real football. This is fantasy football, folks. This is where offense wins titles, not defense. You can stick it up your pipe, Mr. Bill Parcells and Bill Belichick the hoodies. This is how we do it in the fantasy world. So you go get all the teams, nice little dart. Looks like I got the Atlanta Falcons. We'll get that to stick next time. But that's the concept, folks. That's all you need to pick a defense. Now let's kick it to the real stuff, and let's get this offense going. Woo! All right, guys. Now that we got our kicker out the way and our defense, let's get to the Does he not know his game is game? All right, folks, let's get a word from our GM. Fantasy Managers, how we doing? GMG here. Had to break out the nice pink for week 1, folks. All right, so here we are, guys. It's week 1. We're ready. I'm ready. You're ready. We're playing for one thing, right? That's right. We're playing for the ring. That's right. Just win, baby. Just like the Al Davis said, we just want to win. So when you're going out there and you're setting your lineups for week 1, make sure you use patience. Take your time. Think about it. And by all else, this is fantasy, baby. Go for it all. Go for that win. Nothing is better than when you take it all and you want it all. All right? I don't know what more you want. It's 1 yard to the pay dirt. It's got 10 yards to the end. We're going to take it a play at a time. All the great GM talk that I can give you. And what I can say is, please, just don't be like the super fan here, because no one wants to be like them. Woo, baby! Superfan here. I'm pumped. We got NFL Season 1 ready, and I'm fantasy set up. You know how I drafted, folks. First round, Matthew Stafford. Second round, Golden Tate. Third round, Marvin Jones. Fourth round, I know how to get Kieran Johnson. Come on, baby. This is the Lions. This is our year. We're going all the way. Come on. You got to use that passion. Go with your team. Pick them all. You want to beat everybody. You need to get everybody you love. Pick the team you want. Nobody's going to stop you. We are number 1. We are number 1. We are number 1. Woo! I love his passion, but remember, don't get caught up in your own heart. Think with your brain, not with your heart when it comes to fantasy football, baby. We win on X's and O's. I know that sounds cliche, but this is the way it works. All right. Now you guys get back out there. Coach PBO is going to take you the rest of the way. This is GMG. I'll see you next week, guys, after that victory. And let's go. All right, there's motivational words from the GM. Thank you, sir. Let the real man do the job now. All right, guys. We're here. I'm ready. I'm loaded. I know you're loaded. So let's kick it to where we win all our money, and let's get these quarterbacks going. Let me get my quarterbacks. Let's kick it to the quarterbacks, guys. All right, guys. So here's my week 1 rankings, my top 4, plus what I like to call put me in coach pick for quarterbacks of week 1. At number 1, folks, I got Mr. Aaron Rodgers, the $134 million man. He going to come out and shine in Chicago this week because he playing at home. And them Bears, I know they got Mac, but we still going to like that. Number 2, I got Mr. Tom Brady. Never doubt Tom. Tom is like, I don't know, the $1 billion man. Never gets hurt. At number 3, we got Drew Brees. When you play in the 32nd ranked pass defense from last year, who's missing their starting quarterback, you go with that's
That's right, folks. You go with the Saints at home against the Bucks because that ain't gonna look good. And then at number 4, I got Ben Roethlisberger playing the Cleveland Browns. I know he's on the road, and Ben is typically not good on the road, but we're talking Cleveland Browns, folks. I know we watch Hard Knocks, but we're talking Cleveland Browns, folks. And my put me in coach pick for the week is Mr. Deshaun Watson, folks. Now, a lot of you might know who this person is, and some of you might not. You know why? Because he came out the gate strong last season before he tore his ACL. We're talking 1,700 yards, 19 touchdowns, only 8 interceptions, and 2 TDs. And he's playing against the 30th ranked defense against the pass from last year. Woo! I know the Patriots are good, folks, but the one thing that always covers it up is Tom Brady. And I'm sorry, he plays offense. He don't play defense. So Mr. Deshaun Watson, he going to go running all day on that Bill Belichick team. Check it out, folks. You know you're going to need it. Now let's kick it over to those divas, the wide receivers, and get you going on that. All right, guys. Now it's on to diva time. We got your wide receiver picks for week 1. Hey, I know you want the ball. I'll get you the ball. Get over in the corner. All right. So coming in, my number 1 pick, we got Mr. Antonio Brown. Woo! Every year, Mr. Sauce Man, he just gets it going. And without Le'Veon Bell week 1 against Cleveland, you know he's going to be the go-to man. You got to make sure you take him. At number 2, I got Michael Thomas of the New Orleans Saints taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at home. I mean, if I pick Drew Brees, you're going to have to pick his running mate he can be throwing to. Who else he got? He let go of Graham a while ago. You know Thomas can go off. At number 3, I got Mr. A.J. Green. Every year, every week, he puts it down no matter what. If that man's on the field, you know A.J. Green going to go deep and going to get you a lot. Stick it to me, folks. He's going to do it. And at number 4, I got Mr. Keenan Allen of the Los Angeles Chargers. He had a great year coming back off of ACL surgery. As long as that man stays healthy and he's in the game, Phillip Rivers will find him. And my put me in coach, throw me the ball, coach, wide receiver pick for week 1 is Mr. William Fuller V. Now you're wondering, where's D-Hop? How come you didn't pick Hopkins? Well, if you really know fantasy football, folks, you know that Bill Belichick never lets the number 1 option ever beat him in a game. His number 1 goal is to take down the number 1 option. And the number 1 option on the Texans is Mr. D-Hop, DeAndre Hopkins. So who's going to take his place? Oh, yeah, baby. Mr. William Fuller V. And why is he going to beat him? Because in 4 games with Deshaun Watson last year, he went off for 7 touchdowns and 279 yards in 4 games. That boy bad. Whoa! Now that we got our wide receivers out of the way, let's kick it off to the running backs and how they really blow down. Let's kick it to the running backs, folks. Alright, folks, we're now on to the running backs of week 1. Here is my top 4 plus he's going to take it all the way running back of week 1. At number 1, I got Todd Gurley II. I'm sorry, he's going up to Oakland, and you don't got Khalil Mack? Woo, baby, we're going to have some fun up in Oakland this weekend. Number 2, I got Mr. Alvin Kamara. Like I said, there's a theme. Tampa Bay, one of the worst defenses, on the road, in New Orleans. Drew Brees, Mike Thomas, Alvin Kamara. Mark Ingram is out for the first 3 games. You know Kamara's going to go off. Watch out, folks. At number 3, I got Mr. Leonard Fournette. Yes, I know he's playing the Giants, but we're talking Leonard Fournette. He bowled into the league last year, and he's going to bowl through them Giants. At number 4, I got Mr. David Johnson taking on the Washington Redskins. We don't truly know what Mr. Washington's going to give us. He was hurt last year, but the year before that, he was super amazing. And you'll notice there's no Le'Veon Bell because he hasn't reported yet. But he's going to go all the way pick for running backs this week, folks. I got Mr. Dalvin Cook of the Minnesota Vikings taking on the San Francisco 49ers. First off, the 49ers are 22nd against the run, which is not really that good. Plus, in Dalvin Cook's first games, he went for 3.5 games, he went for 350 yards, 2 touchdowns, 11 receptions, and 90 yards. And he's itching to get back. Plus, with Kirk Cousins now at the helm, the Vikings are looking to take this whole thing just by themselves. Now that we got all those, let's get to where you really earn the money, and let's kick it over to the tight ends, because this is where it really gets hard. Alright, guys. This is where Coach PBO earns his real stripes. We moved on to the tight ends. Whew! And like every year, it's always slim pickings. But this is week 1, so I get my choice in all of them. So here's my top picks for week 1 tight ends. At number 1, you can't go wrong with Gronkowski. I mean, we're talking Gronk, folks. If he's healthy, he's always number one, especially in the hearts of Boston. At number 2, we got Travis Kelce. He's got a brand new quarterback throwing him into the homes, and Kelce's ready to catch some of those deep balls. I'm thinking it's going to be real nice. At number 3, I got Kyle Rudolph. Like I said, Kirk Cousins is the man now in Minnesota. He's got all kinds of new weapons, and one thing he always loved was a tight end. Jordan Reed got a lot of his love, and now Kyle Rudolph is definitely going to catch some, and that end zone looks real nice for him. At number 4, I got Mr. Greg Olsen. We got the bionic man, folks. This guy just keeps playing. Cam Newton's favorite target is always there when he needs him, and this week, he'll make sure he's there against Dallas for sure. And my tight end pick of the week, the one that's really going to shake it up, I got Mr. Austin Jenkins. That's right. Let me say it one more time in case I mess it up. Austin Jenkins of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Well, why you say I'm picking him? Well, Blake Bortles got to throw to someone. After losing Marquise Lee for the season and losing all their other tight ends, Austin Jenkins moved over from Tampa Bay, and he's 6'5" and a whole lot of everything. Plus, they're playing the New York Giants. And I don't know if you know, but the New York Giants gave up 13 touchdowns to tight ends last year. There's 16 games. They gave up 13. That's only 3 less than games. So that basically means the tight end owned them. So I think Mr. Jenkins is going to find that end zone this week. He's definitely going to give you that guaranteed 7 or 8 points that you need to help you win that week. Woo! So there's all the picks. But you know Coach PBO can't leave you without one of his Hail Mary picks of the week. So let's kick it to my Hail Mary pick. Coach PBO's Hail Mary pick of the week, folks. I'm going with Mr. Jared Goff. I know, that might not seem like a lot, but this is third-year Jared Goff. He's got all the weapons you need. And let me just tell you what Mr. Jared Goff has got in store for you. Actually, the last 5 games of Jared Goff from last season, he went 12 touchdowns, 3 interceptions for 1,000 yards. And trust me, that wasn't a fluke, because the Raiders, they're not that much better at defending the pass game. They're only giving up 24 touchdowns to their 5 interceptions, so that means everyone's throwing all over them. And they almost gave up 4,000 yards through the air. And without Khalil Mack to rush the passer, man, that Oakland defense is going to get picked apart one at a time with all those weapons he's got. You got Gurley, Brandon Cooks, Cooper Kupp, Robert Woods, tight ends. I don't even know their names, but Goff's going to find them, and we're going to score all day, folks. So there's people's Hail Mary pick of the week.
Guys, let's bring it in close. I hope you got all that information. I know I gave you a lot, but we're going to get there. Every week, we're going to put this together. We're going to take our time. We're going to study the stuff. We're going to know the numbers. We're going to figure out how we're going to beat that other person's butt every week and come out of this with that ring at the end. So let's clap it up. Let's kick it back. And I'll see you next week, next Thursday for week 2. Until then, kick butt. And remember, this is fantasy football, folks. So take some turns and let's go. People out.